Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions because Hee-jin lost another lawsuit.
Bye.
we're a little
1.
late
Min
today,
Hee-jin has lost another
guys.
lawsuit. Last year, an A-door employee accused Min Hee-jin of shielding a male superior accused of harassment. The employee claimed Min Hee-jin dismissed her complaint, sided with the accused and allegedly berated her until she quit. Min Hee-jin denied everything, but the employee filed civil and criminal lawsuits. Courts weren't buying Min Hee-jin's defense. She was found guilty and slapped with fines. The self-proclaimed feminist visionary got slapped by the courts for bullying an employee and shielding a criminal? Color me shocked. And New Jeans filing an objection to the court's recent decision? The fact that they had the audacity to whine "we respect the court's decision" before objecting to said decision is sending me. We'll submit more evidence? Sweetie, the judge already gave you an extra week to submit it and
Okay, this is not a big deal. This is a standard legal procedure. Anytime you get unfavorable decision, you filed it.
Yeah, appeal.
It's why is this a big deal? I don't understand. Anybody would do that. Has nothing to do with the New Jeans are not special. They're just like any lawyer would tell you to do that.
you failed. The court's verdict was a roast session even Gordon Ramsay would stan. The fact that New Jeans is still gargling Min Hee-jin's Kool-Aid after multiple lawsuits exposed her as a workplace tyrant is disgusting. They spent months screeching "we love Min Hee-jin, she's our savior," while victims were dragged through the mud. Now that she's legally branded a bully, where's the energy? Crickets. And could you believe they're suing online haters? The audacity of doing this after their garbage fandom spent months terrorizing Illit and Sserafim? Now that the spotlight's on their dirty laundry, suddenly it's think of the workers. Respect women. Babe, where was this energy when Yeonjun was getting death threats for wearing a crop top? They want sympathy for their struggles but stay mute when their own fans weaponize misogyny against other women. They're not feminists, they're frauds. Cherry-picking morality when it pads their victim complex. Someone call 911. New Jeans' credibility jumped off a cliff. 2. Let's review Kiki's debut Been That Girl. The pre-release wasn't reinventing the wheel, but it did the job well. Introduced the members cleanly, pushed them through promotions and somehow outranked S.
No. Now we talk about I Do Me. No, don't. We're not that BTG yet.
Oh,
Been that girl. Been that girl. Check out our reaction, guys.
Them's hearts 2 hearts on the charts. Vocally, it was uneven, no denying that. Opting for live vocals on music shows was risky. Did they ace it? Not exactly, but they committed, which is more than hearts 2 hearts can say with their pre-recorded routines. Kiki might have sounded like a roller coaster missing a few bolts, but they delivered raw energy. I'll chose imperfect live effort over studio perfect silence any day. Now let's discuss their debut title track Been the Girl. It's a Frankenstein's monster of a track, half ethereal daydream, half cringe rap exorcism.
Yes.
The song's core is a war between its potential and its pretension.
Yeah.
The production,
Yes.
a
We
shape-shifting
agree.
beast. The verses slink between minimalist electro whispers and apocalyptic bass drops, teasing a soundscape that's genuinely intriguing. That pre-chorus is the crown jewel. Airy vocals floating over a tempo-shifting Jersey Club-adjacent beat
We
that
agree.
Pink Panthers
Oh.
would side-eye for plagiarism. It's lush, hypnotic and proof that Kiki could dominate the cool girl niche if they'd stop tripping
Yeah.
over their own rap verses. The
I know.
AAVE-drenched try-hard lyricism
I
here isn't
know.
You know, sometimes I feel she watches our videos.
You think so?
Like some of the stuff say like really like that what we've been saying. So no, I'm not saying she does. I'm just like it's kind of crazy how I'm basically saying the same thing.
embarrassing. If you don't know what a AVE is, it's a dialect of English with its own unique grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation rules, deeply rooted in Black American history and culture. It's not broken or
AVEE? What?
You don't know it. I know it. It's okay.
incorrect English. It's a systematic and expressive linguistic tradition, and seeing K-pop butchered is frustrating. Lines like "Been that girl" and "Ain't no business with no money" don't just miss the mark, they ricochet into parody. It's YG levels of studio gangster cringe, undercutting the song's otherwise sleek modern edge. The "Been that girl" hook is so stupidly catchy it'll colonize your brain against your will.
Yeah.
But
I
the track feels like
know.
2 songs duct taped together.
Yes.
The dreamy
Yes.
UK garage-inspired segments are excellent, modern yet timeless. But the rap verses reek of a committee trying to urbanize a track that's already
Yes.
cool on
I
its own.
know.
It's 2025. Can we retire the random English gibberish equals edge formula? K-pop's
Yes. I mean,
agree.
she nailed this one. I mean, basically.
She said what we said, but she said it even better.
I mean,
She said that.
she said what we said. She just went harder. We were more polite about it.
obsession with badly mimicking Black American culture isn't just tired, it's actively holding groups like Kiki back from authenticity. Imagine this
I
track with
agree.
Korean-centric swagger
Absolutely.
or even coherent braggadocio.
I
It'd hit
know.
harder. Kiki clearly has vision. But until they ditch the cringe rap crutch, they're just another
Yeah.
group playing
Yeah.
dress-up in a genre that's moved past them.
I'm
I'll give
glad
it
we're
a
on the same
6.5 out
page.
of 10. 3. Kakao Entertainment was
6.5.
I was
out of 10.
50-50.
It's.
I was 50-50.
That's the thing. Like
I like 50%.
the chorus, the pre-chorus, the hook are so good. It's a 10. The verses are so bad. It's a
It's
1.
the 0.
It's 0. So if it's a 0, it's a 5. If it's a 1, it's 5.5. So pick one.
slap.
Anyway,
It's 50-50.
Kakao got exposed.
With a laughably modest $290,000 fine by South Korea's Fair Trade Commission after getting busted for systematically rigging online discourse to promote their acts over 8 years. From 2016 to 2024, The company covertly operated 15 social media accounts, totaling 4.1 million followers, and flooded online platforms with 2,353 disguised ads, masquerading as organic user praise. Employees also anonymously posted glowing reviews on major forums without disclosing their ties, while funneling $640,000 to 35 agencies to churn out 427 paid promos, all without transparency. The Fair Trade Commission ruled this a deliberate scam to trick fans into believing fake grassroots.
I guess the issue here is not the fact that they did it, is the fact that they didn't disclose that they're being paid. I think that's the issue. At least in the States, that's what it is. In the States, if you can do it, you just have to disclose that you're being paid for it. Like it's a paid sponsorship, like a paid review. You know, you're being compensated. So I think that is the core of the issue. Because what they did itself, to me, is not a big deal. It's just, yeah, you have to disclose it.
Hype, violating advertising laws by exploiting trust in authentic recommendations. Despite Kakao's internal legal team knowingly greenlighting this shady playbook, the penalty amounts to a corporate
I mean, it's worth for them because look, the fine is like what, a couple $100,000. I'm sure they made more than that, so
money,
it
yeah.
was worth it.
parking ticket for a giant of its scale. The Fair Trade Commission also investigated claims that Kakao weaponized reverse viral marketing, sabotaging rivals via hate campaigns, but found no
Didn't we hear that about Hype too?
smoking gun, though I'd argue they did trash other groups, specifically Hives. They're just good at covering their tracks.
And Hype trash there, so it's even. So everybody does the same shit. That's what we've been saying.
390 million Korean wons is Kakao getting off scot-free. Their revenue hit 7.5 trillion Korean wons last year. This punishment amounts to 0.005% of that. To call it a slap on the wrist insults wrists everywhere. SM was caught red-handed colluding with opinion manipulation firms, and now its parent company pulls the same stunt. Like mother like daughter, the K-pop ecosystem runs on manufactured narratives, and Kakao's astroturfing is just the tip of the iceberg. Every organic hype train, every sudden surge of fan outrage, every viral Panchoa post dunking on a rookie group, chances are it's bought, not earned. Which brings us to the real delusion, the myth of the netizen. International fans treat Korean forums like some holy grail of authenticity, when in reality, the Korean internet is a cesspool of bots, company plants, and performative hysterics, same as Twitter or Reddit. The only difference? Big companies have turned manipulation into a science. Remember when every forum suddenly attacked Sserafim? Or when a Kakao affiliate
You know what I just remembered?
What?
Yesterday in the video I said, oh, good, like she gotta, really think about these to come up with these topics. I forgot that she takes the shit from Reddit. She doesn't have to do nothing. She just opens Reddit and takes the subject.
Yeah.
affiliated group's mediocre B-side magically trended for weeks? Yeah, wake up. If anything, this scandal should be the final nail in the coffin of netizen credibility. Yet stans still treat Korean comment sections like focus groups, parroting their takes as what Korea thinks while ignoring the puppeteers behind the curtain. It's pathetic. You wouldn't trust a
I mean, but what else are you how else are you supposed to know what Korea thinks if not looking at Korean internet? I mean, if it's fake news,
True.
it's fake news. It's like Europeans looking here at American TikTok to see what Americans think. It could be, fake, but that's what it is. I mean, that's what's being
That's
portrayed.
people's reality.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. That's why you have to take everything with a grain of salt.
Billboard chart rigged by payola. So why glorify forum buzz built on lies? This investigation isn't just a warning, it's a confession. The entire industry is a rigged casino, and we're all gambling with marked cards. 4. Let's
It
talk
is.
about the Lee Sung-ji Act. South Korea's Ministry of Culture is finally cracking the whip on agencies' notoriously opaque accounting practices, pushing a revision to force companies to cough up their financial records to idols at least once a year. No begging required.
Good.
Dubbed the
That's
Lee Sung-ji
good.
Act after the singer-actor who exposed 18 years of unpaid royalties from his agency in
Wow.
2022.
Wow.
Fast
Wow.
fiber-based
Wow, wow, wow,
internet
that's
from
a lot of money.
Breezeline is the reliable choice for your local
Koreans
business.
be
With
cheating,
Breezeline,
huh?
get speeds up to 1
The law aims to bulldoze the industry's smoke and mirrors accounting. Currently, idols have to grovel for basic ledgers, which agencies often dodge by citing interpretive differences, aka exploiting loopholes. The new rules, set to drop
Interpretive
next month, would
differences,
mandate
what?
annual disclosures of contracts, payouts, and royalties from day one, theoretically ending the era of idols getting ghosted by their own earnings. Everglow is one of the many poster children of that. Unions are cheering, calling it a win for transparency, while companies are whining about sensitive corporate secrets and demanding exceptions, because God forbid multi-million-dollar companies prove they're not skimming off their talent. The Culture Ministry's utopian vision? A fairer industry. The reality? Agencies will likely weaponize creative accounting anyway, and artists will still need forensic accountants to decode their pay stubs. Stories like Everglow's blew the lid off systemic exploitation. But let's not kid ourselves. This law is a band-aid on a bullet wound. Watch agencies pivot to new shady tactics faster than you can say creative accounting. 5. Sserafim's Hot is doing solid numbers on the
Yes,
charts.
it is.
When the comeback dropped, many trolls
We reacted to both US charts and Canadian charts. US, they're on bubbling. which is, it's not bad. But Playboy Cardi is taking 30 spots up. I believe if Playboy Cardi wasn't there, they would have charted. And in Canada, they are charting at like 92 or something. So good for them. That's pretty impressive considering I don't even feel the song was that hot. I feel if they went with Ash, it would be doing much better.
Especially Bunnies and Mize called it a flop on the Korean charts, but it's been climbing ever
Wow.
since. Frankly, we shouldn't judge a song
Didn't she call it a flop too, though?
Yeah, but
So
it's
why?
not about her.
No, but she's deflecting blame. She's like, oh, Bunnies and whoever else called it flop. No, she was coming in at the song too.
by its first couple of weeks. Not all songs debut at number 1. Look at Perfect Night. It was just as successful as Espace Supernova, yet it debuted at number 100 on the charts. Here's to more achievements. 6. Why people still defend Kim Soo-hyun I could not tell you. It's screaming moral bankruptcy in a society that still treats predators
Why are
like
we still
misunderstood heroes
talking
and
about
victims
this?
like
Oh
disposable
my
trash. If you're
goodness.
bending over backward to excuse a grown man accused of grooming a teenager, manipulating her into an abortion and then financially strangling her when she's no longer his plaything, you're an accomplice. And yes, I'm looking directly at the women and girls gaslighting themselves into defending him. Imagine screaming believe women until it's your fave under the spotlight. Suddenly it's due process
So did
and
he
neutrality.
go to the event over the weekend?
I don't know. Well, when we get some news, we'll react to it. But so
Yeah.
far, it's just we doing the same shit
Yeah,
over and over.
I
I'm
think
getting tired of it.
again we're gonna have another open-ended drama.
Yeah.
Spare me the hypocrisy. Predators don't wear horns, they wear charm, fame, and that halo effect y'all are slurping up like it's holy water. You'll dissect a woman's apology tour down to her eyeliner. But when a man's accused of ruining a child's life, suddenly it's wait for the facts. Since when did facts matter more than a victim's trauma? Oh right, when patriarchy needs a human shield. Waiting for the justice system is a luxury only the privileged can afford. Survivors don't get to press pause on their trauma while cops drag their feet. Every second spent coddling Kim Soo-hyun's reputation is a second spent spitting on the victim's grave. But sure, let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya for the man while the girl he destroyed lost it all. How noble. This isn't just about fandom. It's about a culture that grooms women to protect their oppressors. You'd rather torch a victim than admit your idol's a monster because God forbid you're forced to reconcile the art with the artist. 7. 10's comeback stunt.
I guess people are not like fully turned on him because we're still waiting like for official evidence. It's like
True.
there is overwhelming evidence, but nothing is official. So I can see why people are still, being on the fence.
Gunner is such a vibe. 10 weaponizes his signature silk and smoke vocals over a slinky groove. The production's genius lies in its restraint. Minimalist percussion that slithers like a side eye, leaving room for those lush layered harmonies to breathe. The pre-chorus is the track's secret weapon, a crescendo of swirling synths and staccato beats that elevates 10's falsetto to celestial levels. The chorus rapid-fire phrasing is a playful risk, but 10 sells it well. Yeah, the hooks could have punched harder, but the song's relentless build is the real star, each section stacking tension until that final chorus. It's sexy, it's filthy, it's dirty, and it's a 8.5 out of 10 from me.
At Blakely
8.5. Okay.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.